Good morning, people. Rainy day. No car boot sale for us today. So I'm hoping tomorrow will be good because I have so much I need to sell. It is mine and Lee's Handfasting anniversary. Right in there, Kenzie. He's in his usual spot, look. He's allowed an hour of gaming. And then my parents are popping over for a cup of tea at some point. And then we're going out for dinner with Lee's mum. So yes, I've just come down and noticed what a pigsty my house is, and so I'm now on tidy up duty. Working my way through the bins. Dishes. I've got a knife I need to sharpen, my whistling knife. I need to get that sharpened. It's not going to whistle an awful lot in its current state. Yeah, that's pretty blunt. Not looked after it as well as I should. Well, to be fair, Brendan's had it, which is why it's in the state it's in. So I'm going to be chopping it.
I know.
That is a very big
The male ones
bee.
don't have a stinger. They're a modified ovipositor. It's the egg laying device.
Wow.
The queen just uses hers
He's
for
a
eggs.
big one.
And the females use it for just venom sacs for self-defense.
Wasps are just evil, bees are just...
Wasps are sadistic creatures.
Get the sugar solution, see if he needs a bit of...
Yeah, he has been on that pepper for a while, but he might need a bit of sugar.
Like, this pepper isn't very sugary.
Yeah, do you want to go and give him some... The noodle, the proboscis.
Yeah.
Well, he looks very happy, doesn't he?
He does.
It sticks, it kind of retracts
He's
and
been
goes...
climbing all over me. He climbed up to
Hold on.
here.
Keep moving. He's lovely. He's a very big bee.
Oh, my big laddie.
He is a big laddie. Why don't we find somewhere to put him? Put him back on the thing for
Flowers.
Where?
Put him back on there because he was enjoying this.
Was he?
Yeah, look here. Put him.
He's going to get eaten by a tortoise.
No, we won't get eaten by tortoises. Put him back on there. He was enjoying eating that. The tortoise. No, it's not. Toothless is in his tank, so he's not going to eat him.
He doesn't want to.
Okay.
He likes me too much.
Is this your new pet?
He won't get off me.
What's his name?
Bob
the Bumble?
Buzzle.
Buzz the Bumble.
Buzzle Bumble. Buzzle Bumble.
He's very friendly. He's quite happy there. So you've given him sugar water?
Well, Brendan did.
Brendan did. And he had a little
He
drink.
came in with it and then gave it.
Okay. So would you like chocolate fries?
Christmas dinner in Japan is KFC.
What's the matter?
Dead.
Oh, it's a dead pheasant.
Oh, on camera.
Oh, having cuddles with my boy. Where have we just been?
Buzzle.
Yeah, Nana just took us for dinner, didn't she?
Buzzle Bumble is out there.
Should we go and take a photo of Buzzing Bumble? Look, squish my face and we should...
Look at Buzzle
Fire
Bumble.
magic. Wait, it's not working.
Get off.
Does he stroke her head?
The bumblebee is sheltering from the rain.
He's not leaving us.
No, he's happy there for a bit.
Is it because it's raining that
Oh.
we get to do whatever with it?
Yes, it's raining. It's disgusting. So messy. So rainy today.
brassiere.
Thank you. Nobody needs to see my brassiere. Thank you.
Everyone must see your brassiere.
So now I'm doing some housey, worky stuff. We've just been taken out for a very nice meal by Lee's mum. Lee has gone to the garage to put some
I see you're reading that.
stuff, air in his tyres. There you go. Can we have some light on? Go and put those away, please. Brendan, come hither. Brendan is going to turn shoes into Sharpie shoes for me.
They're beautiful.
Right, there's one pair of Sharpie shoes
Can I make the other one?
and 2 pairs
Can I
of
have the other
Sharpie
one?
shoes. Yeah, go on, one each.
Yay.
I'd like either rainbows or I would
I'm gonna
like...
try the Galaxy. You might want to try the
Galaxy, yeah.
rainbows.
And then they're going to put them in the washing machine. And I
I'd
get
recommend
some...
doing them separately.
Those.
I'd recommend doing one
Yes,
set of shoes per
yes.
cycle.
You do
Yeah.
one set of shoes.
That's what I was planning.
And then I got
Because otherwise we'll like
a
get
t-shirt
It'll be rainbow.
that says... I got it a bit big. I think I've actually bought it a bit too big. But they didn't have a smaller size. Well, they did if I was a size 8, but I'm not a size 8. I need more space. So I've gone for a bigger size, but it's nice. I like that t-shirt. Oh, and this is all Kenzie's stuff. So yes, I just got to do a little bit of housework. We decided we're probably not going to do the... There you go, boys. Empty a bag of any rubbish, please, mister. We're not going to do the boot sale tomorrow because it has done nothing but rain and rain and rain. So the field will be flooded. So tomorrow Kenzie and I are going to go and sit in the caravan, taking photos of everything and get it all listed on either the Facebook sale sites or eBay. That's the plan. Because Kenzie wants the money and I'm sick of my caravan being filled with stuff that, you know, we really need to get rid of. Oh, my cupboards and drawers are so full of stuff. Just a bit shoved in. I'm a little bit burgundy today. Let me show you in the mirror, it's easier. I've got a flamingo top and I'm a bit burgundy. Let me show you what I'm wearing. Looks a bit like pyjamas, really. I don't know if you can see. How do you do this in a mirror? Don't do this.
Well, now it's just repaired.
My new trousers. So yeah, a little bit burgundy. I'm so close to finishing this. Literally now I'm... Oops, look, last little bit. Still haven't finished it. Still getting sidetracked. I will finish it. I haven't got many more pages to go. Move all these stuff across the bed. He comes in and he sits down and he literally spreads himself across the entire bed so that when I come to join him or to sit in my own bed to read, he's taken up all the space. I think I need to go and have a shower maybe and then just get my PJs because it's too wet to go anywhere and I'm going to hibernate, I think, for the rest of the day. It's what, 3 o'clock maybe, if that, and I'm ready to hibernate. I'm going to run myself a bath. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run myself a bath. Warm bubbles. And then I'm going to hibernate. So that's what I'm going to do. I've just had a little doze. Little mid-afternoon snoozle. Or snoozette. Right, I've got a really important question for my lovely viewers. It's a real important question that I need help with. I need to wake up. You have to tell me which book I'm going to read next. Okay. And you comment and tell me. So there's this one, The Head of the Saint. It says, sheltering in the head of the statue of St. Anthony, Samuel can hear people's prayers for love, prayers that he can help answer. News of his small acts of kindness soon spread across the country and crowds gather around him hoping to find their true loves. But how can Samuel hear St. Anthony when he has legions of people calling on him? When his gift becomes a burden, life doesn't look as sweet for Samuel and things just have to change. Charming and heartwarming, this is a book to fall in love with. So that's choice 1. Choice 2 is this one. I love the cover. Tall Tales from Pitch End. And this says, Bruno Atlas, you're a dark horse, aren't you? Following on your father's footsteps. There's a task and a half. It's been 10 long years since Bruno Atlas's father was murdered by rebels in Pitch End, a dark, forbidding town of one-footed ravens and a clockwork century. Ruled by the sinister elders, it's the only home Bruno has ever known. Yet Bruno has always felt that there is more to Pitch End than he has been told. When he finds his father's old battered copy of the Tall Tales from Pitch End, the story begins to unravel, and an astonishing adventure begins to unfold. A dazzlingly evocative story from a debut author with a unique imagination. That's number 2. Or, excuse me, book choice number 3. All the Missing Girls. It's been 10 years since Nicolette Farrell left her rural hometown after her best friend Corinne disappeared without trace. Then a letter from her father arrives. I need to talk to you. That girl, I saw that girl. Has her father's dementia worsened? Or has he really seen Corinne? Returning home, Nicolette must finally face what happened on that terrible night all those years ago. Then another young girl goes missing, almost to the day of the anniversary of when Corinne vanished. And, like 10 years ago, the whole town is a suspect. Told backwards, day 15 to day 1, Nicolette works to unravel the truth, revealing the shocking secrets about her friends, her family, and what really happened to Corinne. Like nothing you've ever read before, All the Missing Girls is a brilliantly plotted debut thriller that will leave you breathless. So those are my 3 options. Okay, option 1, option 2, option 3. You guys can tell me which one to read next, because I find it very, very hard to decide, and I'm too sleepy. So you guys can do it for me. Yes, that's it for now. Okay, so let me go through some of our special things that we have in our memory box from this time last year. Let's go through. So this is the pendant that I wore. A lovely stone pendant that I had made in Oxford. And these are the lovely bracelets that I also had on the day. These were the earrings I wore. That's my brooch that I had on the back of the dress, which was actually my nan's. That was so she could be with us on the day. And these are some bits that came out of this. These were gifts we were given by people. These here, oops, were the candles that we used to light our joint candle during the ceremony. I'm going to light this. This is a lovely rose and geranium. I'm just going to light it for a little bit in a minute, because this was the joint candle. So we had our small votives, which I designed. So that one represented me. This one represented Lee. It's got Zelda on it. He loves Zelda. And this is actually bathed in the wax from the day. So they were individually lit. And then we each took our little red tapir ones and we together lit our joint candle. So going from 2 and becoming 1. So I'm gonna light this evening for a little bit. This was a card we were given that had a really lovely poem in it. From a friend of mine. This isn't a poem she had written, but it is a poem, a handfasting poem, and a poem about love. And Lee read from this poem. So he carried that card and I carried this card. No, that's a lie. I carried that card. He carried this card. Oops, a daisy. These are the hands that countless times wipe tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow or tears of joy. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need them. So that was what he said to me. These are the ring boxes. They had the rings in them. You will forever be my always. So we had 2 of those, and each of the boys held on to those, and they had our rings in. Don't know if you can see, that's my ring. The ring's the same. And then I made, let me move this, I made this, which was our Handfast. So I did want natural materials, but I also wanted something that would last. So I had some lovely ribbons that I really liked, and I bought some pendants. So that's a tree of life, and there's another tree of life on there. And then instead of having like natural ivy and what have you going through, which would have deteriorated over time, I actually had an ivy and vine effect piece of sort of twine or ribbon or something, not sure what you'd call it, this bit here, thread through it, and then tied it all together here, and then these came out the end. So yes, I made our Handfasting binds. So that's all the bits that we kept. Actually, we do have another candle which we had at the ceremony, which is in a basket. So I'm going to get that candle out as well. It's nice to look through these things a year later. Oops. I'm going to light our other candle, this one here. Okay, so this here was a candle that was made by our friends. So lots, oops, today's I'm going to drop the whole thing. Lots of people took time before the event to come and add something to our candle. It's got fluff stuck to it. So lots of family and friends all added something meaningful to it. That's Piglet and Pooh Bear. So I'm going to light that as well for a few minutes. And then that's just to protect it, although that is slowly deteriorating, so I might have to get a new bit, but that was just a piece of needle felting that was used during the ceremony. Okay. Ouch, I'm going to burn myself trying to do this.
I can light it.
I'm better off with matches than I am with this. Put that like that.
Right.
I take it Lee's gaming. Are you gaming, lover?
No.
No. Can hear gaming going on in the background. So we'll just leave those burning for a few minutes.